Hey Sebastian,
Hello, how are you?
doing good, Sebastian. How are you today?
Perfect.
Wonderful, wonderful, Sebastian. So, Sebastian, your fourth full-length album, Land of Fire, was out on July 14th. So, would you like to tell me a bit about the songwriting and production behind this new album?
Of course, what would you like to know?
All the entire process, what you guys went through, the production.
Okay. So first of all, it is the first album that we intentionally written within a framework of cooperation with a label. This case, it is Frontiers Music Records. And that made us work more according to the schedule. Because as you might have checked, our previous album, it took us 6 years to record it. So it was like released Back Against the World 2016, and then Bloodking was released in 2022. So it's 6 years. Because we were not signed, so we were not pressured in any way. We took time, we were chilled. This time it was different. Bloodking was judged as a quite decent album. So Frontiers noticed that there's something going on. Some band from Poland released on its own a good album. Let's cooperate with them. That's how we are signed for Frontiers. And now we have deadlines. In every kind of business, you have deadline. So music is also a business. In a way, I'm still waiting for the money. Joking, of course. Yeah, so we were about to work on the specific deadlines, and we had only half a year to compose and record new album. Half a year. So there was no time for experiments, no time for overthinking. Just, guys, we just have to do it. We have to work hard to do it. So let's start. So let's start with composing songs, maybe. So we composed 20 songs, 20 or maybe over 20 songs. Actually, these were like ideas, like songs, structures with basic riffs, some ideas for lyrics and the melodies. And out of those 20 songs, we chose 14 or 15. We recorded them on a demo tape. We sent it over to Frontiers, and then we have the final result. That is 10-song album plus one, or 11-song album plus one. So this is how it was. Actually, it was good to be a bit under the pressure because there was no time for bullshit. We had to just focus on the most important thing and on the thing that we knew how to do. So while on Bloodking, during the creative process, we were able to more experiment with music, to go deeper into the areas we've never been before. But, in the end, we might have not been so good at playing thrash metal as we thought that we were. So this time we thought like, okay, let's do the thing that we are really good at. Let's do the old school heavy / power metal album. Let's see how it will go, and that's what we've done.
Fantastic. And earlier today, you put up the music video for See the Light. So would you like to tell me a bit about the making of this video?
Yeah, on our channel, because it was already published on Frontiers channel before, right? Yeah, so there are 3 singles that are promoting the album. First of them was Can't Stop the Rain. The second was See the Light. The third one is Everybody Needs Evolution. So this is the choice of the label. We thought that it might be the best idea to let the label decide on which song would make a best single. Because, in the band, each guy has different favorites. So it would be probably impossible to get some conclusion within the band. So 3 songs basically, and the budget restraint, because we have a specific defined budget for the video. So we're like, we had to decide whether we do only 1 video or maybe 2 or 3 to each of these singles. We decided to do 3 videos to each of the singles. And the fun story related to this is that the first 2 videos are actually the same story. So it's like a short movie split in 2. A story of a kidnapper and of a girl that is a metaphor of an addicted person being kidnapped by the addiction, by the drugs in that specific case, and the story of her boyfriend or husband that is trying to rescue her from the hands of addiction. And addiction is personified as a kidnapper. So the funny thing related to that, or the nice thing related to this, is that we managed to shoot this video with the help of actually my neighbors. So I live in the area of Warsaw that is inhabited by creative people, like and so. So and I know those people. It's a small area. We meet at the grocery store. We have barbecues and so on. So I told them about the idea about we have to shoot this video. That would be a nice adventure to do it together. So we did it together. We did it actually around my place. So the forest in this video is also close to my apartment. Yeah, it was all done with a little help of my friends, as this old song says.
Awesome. And talking about the album, 12 amazing songs, beautifully written, great musicianship, amazing vocals, and you bring back the good old heavy metal back into the scene. So I want to thank you guys so much for the awesome album this year. And as a band, how do you guys feel about the outcome of this album?
How do we feel about what?
The outcome of this album. What are your thoughts?
The outcome. It's been still just a month since the release, so we don't have all the feedback. But when it comes to us and our judgment, it's the best thing we could do in heavy metal, in old school, old style heavy metal.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether we can do anything more interesting in this field, in this genre. And still, we are not stopped. We are not finished. We are still about to record new music. So now we're thinking what to do next. Of course, we will not step away from heavy metal. It's our music. We love it. So we'll never betray it. But who said that we can add something more, something maybe more modern? We have a new blood, a fresh blood in the band. The second guitarist, Bartosz Ziółkowski. So here's the young one. No, we are the old guys. No, I don't look like an old guy, but I am. I'm 37, and the guy who was on the second guitar is 10 years younger than me. So obviously he listens to a bit different kind of music. So he listens to more modern metal, a lot of metalcore bands, some kind of Lost Society, Children of Bottom, that kind of stuff. And he is also into virtuoso playing, a lot of fast passages on the guitar. He likes that. So, and a lot of breakdowns within the songs, the tempo changes and so on. So we are thinking of letting this kind of ideas into the old formula that we've been practicing for 12 years. And we'll see what's going to happen with this.
Fantastic. And any big touring plans for this year?
We don't have any big touring plans, but still we are scheduled for some shows in the fall, including our own festival called Scream Fest in the heart of Warsaw, in a club, Hybrydy. So you are based where? In the US?
I'm from India.
You're from India. So
Yes.
if any of your Indian friends is gonna visit Poland in October, you're invited and they're invited to our festivals. Actually, there's a lot of Indian people here in Warsaw. 2 days ago, I was in an excellent Indian restaurant. Well, it's a street food restaurant called Perris Records. Perfect food. My Indian friend who was visiting Warsaw took me there, and he said that this is basically what they serve in Delhi in the street. It's the same taste, the same formula. So maybe a bit less spicy. It's European spicy. European spicy.
Fantastic, fantastic. And the history of the band goes way back to 2010. So how has this musical journey been for you so far?
It was a great adventure. A great adventure. You know, we've been playing heavy metal since the beginning. So we knew since the beginning that there was no like a big money in it, and there was no like a big career ahead of us. So everything that was happening on the way was a positive surprise. So when you have a t-shirt of Dream Theater, great prog metal band from America. So on our second album, Living in the Past, we have Jordan Rudess playing intro and playing solo in one of the songs. Great surprise. Yeah, I mean, it happened naturally because I met him in 2007 in the street of Warsaw because before Dream Theater show, and we became a kind of a, I could say, friends because it's been now 16 years since we know each other and meet every year in Poland when they are playing. So it was natural for us to ask him to perform on our album. Then another great surprise and the good thing was possibility to tour in China. So we were asked in 2014 to come to China to release an album and to tour, to promote it. And we did so. And then we thought, well, it's a big country. Let's think of coming back. And it was like that for 6 years in a row. We played 6 tours in China, 2019. Then suddenly they had pandemic, and now I'm sorry, but the China sucks now. Not the people, but this guy in charge. He sucks. And it's not very safe in China right now. You know, there's a lot of bureaucracy. They're not very friendly towards foreigners. I'm still talking about the government because the people in China are awesome. We love Chinese people. They're very amazing fans at the festival. And I also believe that the Indian people are also amazing fans. We never played in India, but we would love to go to India to play at some shows there. So maybe if you know some promoter, heavy metal promoter in India, let him know about us. Let him invite us. We're gonna work something out together.
Absolutely, Sebastian. Awesome, awesome. And I know there has been a lot of great, amazing moments that would have happened over the years, but is there something really special that you want to share with me today?
Let me think. Out of all the amazing moments, I'd say that the chance to open for our heroes, to be the support our heroes was the most amazing moments we had in our career. And I'm talking about bands like Motörhead. So we opened for Motörhead in 2015. It was sadly the last show the band that played in Poland because soon after Lemmy has passed away. And then Judas Priest, year after that, or just the same year maybe, a chance to open for your hero. Judas Priest is, come on, they're like Judas Priest and Iron Maiden. I wouldn't be able to tell which is best. I mean, they're the same level, right? Just the legends. Nobody is equal to them, and we are able to share the stage with them. You know, to have some small talk on the backstage. And speaking of Judas Priest, also the first of our albums, Live in the Past, the cover of the album was designed by the same artist, designed British steel cover artwork, Rosław Szajbo, Professor Rosław Szajbo. He was a Pole. He sadly passed away a few years ago. Amazing person. He was 83 when he was designing our album, our cover album. And I called him. I said, Professor, we are big fans of you because you made the most legendary metal artwork ever. No, nothing beats it. Nothing. Can you mention any more legendary metal artwork than the British? Actually, I can. Maybe you won't. So, and he was like, okay, send me the music. I'm going to listen to it and we'll see. So and he was 83. So I've sent him the music and he was like, whoa, this sounds like Judas Priest. Guys, I do it with pleasure. So 83 years old guys. I mean, so much energy in him. I really, sometimes when I meet people who are young, like 20-something, and when I watch how they behave, how they act, how they think of life, I'm like, guys, you're 23 and you are maybe 20% of the energy and enthusiasm and curiosity and the approach and attitude that this Professor Szajbo had when he was 83. So, please think about it.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, Sebastian. And
Thank you.
Finally, any message that you have for the fans around the world?
Well, heavy metal is not dead. And it will never die. It will never die, as Ronnie James Dio sang. Hopefully, you will come to one of our shows, whether it will be Poland or other country. I hope that there will be a lot of more heavy metal bands getting more recognition. I believe that there should be some kind of renaissance of heavy metal music soon, because all this crazy pop stuff just it went too far. We need to have some counter revolution in music, I think. So that's what I hope for.
Awesome. And Sebastian, I want to thank you so much for giving me today this wonderful opportunity to have you on this interview. And thank you so much for putting up an amazing album, Land of Fire, this year. Again, great album again. Totally enjoyed each and every song from this album. So I thank you, all of you together as a band. And I hope to see you guys on the road real soon.
Thank you so much. I hope that you will make at least 1/10 of all the Indians or the people from India listen to the album and buy it. That would make like 140 million people. So that's good.
Absolutely. I will do that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Yeah.